Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Daytona International Speedway for Race 1 this season of the Half Decent Racing League. I'm your broadcaster, Ethan Farless, streaming from Fearless Broadcasting, and we're currently most of the way through qualifying. Little bit different setup than what you may be used to, 3-lap qualifying runs, but these drivers most of the way complete with that, and we're ready to go racing for 90 laps in the Humid AF 225. Let's put the race info up on the screen for y'all to look at. Like I said, it's Daytona International Speedway, Half Decent Racing League. Track length is 2.48 miles. Track temp is a pretty nice 78 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a night race here. A little bit cloudy, not a whole lot of wind, but let's go through the race details real quick. Like I said, 90 laps, and only two green, white checkered flags are allowed at the end. Three sets of tires for these drivers. There will be a caution, stage caution, at the end of lap 25, and these drivers are only allowed one fast repair. So it's very important for these drivers to save their equipment till the end of this race. Just about everybody has completed their qualifying runs. Still waiting on the official results so we can go ahead and try to catch a word with our pole sitter. But we do have a special sponsor today for the pole winner. And that is Athena Body Care. And they will be our pole sitter sponsor for the rest of the season. So be sure to look them up and give them support for jumping on board and supporting our league. Like I said, qualifying is just about over. Aiden O'Neill is currently on top of the leaderboard. It appears as if one driver has still not fully completed his or her qualifying run. So we still have about 2.5 minutes until the race session officially starts. We'll go ahead and put the current standings as they run up there. Going to be a very exciting season here in the Half Decent Racing League. It is the first season that they have run these trucks. We'll go over the schedule real quick just so to make everybody aware of what's going on. Like I said, we are at Daytona International Speedway. Be sure to tune in next week. We'll be going to Watkins Glen for 50 laps of road course racing. And from there, we'll be going to Kansas, Homestead Miami Speedway, and Atlanta for the first 5 races of the season. And race number 6 on September 5th, be sure to join in and watch that. It'll be a very exciting all-star race at the Bristol Dirt Track with a pretty big pot for these drivers. So that is what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. And you can find all of it right here on Fearless Broadcasting. Still waiting for qualifying to finish. We still have about 30 seconds until we get the official results to put up on the screen for y'all. And we'll try to get a word with our pole sitter as well. Pretty big field for today. We currently have 28 entries who have qualified, and that is the end of qualifying. And I'll go ahead and put the results up there on the screen for you. And we'll try to get a word with our pole sitter real quick. Howdy, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Congratulations on winning the pole today. How do you feel about your chances?
I'm excited for the race. I see that the top 21 cars are all within a tenth of a second with each other, which is awesome. I'm excited to have a competitive field and hope to stay up front. So
How's your handling today,
we'll see.
and what do you feel about the fuel situation?
I think the fuel situation's good. We should be good to make it to the end of the first stage. After that, it's going to depend on how the cautions fall. But car's handling good. Truck handles well at these plate tracks, so shouldn't have an issue there.
Well, can't wait to see how you run, and good luck today.
Me too. Thank you.
That was Aiden O'Neill. That is your pole sitter, brought to you by Athena Body Care. And be sure to look them up and give them a holler on social media and give them a lot of support for coming in here and supporting the Half Decent Racing League Truck Series. Let's go through the starting grid real quick. Drivers currently are gridding. So Aiden O'Neill got the pole in that 87 truck. Joshua King will be starting in second. Sam Green will be starting in third. Matt Dickerson, the defending series champion, will be starting in fourth. Be fun to see how he does this season. Mark Ozier in the 71 will be starting in fifth. Zach Steele will be starting in sixth. And there's those trucks. Zach Steele in sixth, as I said. Cameron Watson will be in seventh. Cliff Adams in eighth. Charlie Bowling will be in 10th. Eli Stack in ninth. Brandon Reimer will be starting in 11th position. 12th will be Andrew Beals. 13th, Brendan McHugh. 14th, Tyler Chisen. 15th, Stephen Farrell. 16th, Patrick Wilkinson. 17th, Tyler Hayes. 18th will be Joshua Whitmere. And we'll go to the next page here real quick. Joshua Whitmere in 18th. 19th will be Quinn McLean. 20th, Shane Williams. 21st, TJ Williams. Justin Kruger will be starting in the 22nd position. Chris Farmer, 23rd. Sean McLean, 24th. Todd Rush Jr., your league owner, will be making a start tonight in that 25th position. Brian Norris in 26th. Cody Zerf in 27th. And starting last but not least will be Kyle Gomez in the 00. Thank you for coming out and supporting the Half Decent Racing League this season on Fearless Broadcasting. Like I said, we are at Daytona International Speedway for the Humid AF 225. And we're about to go green. Hopefully for a very long time. Like I said, stage caution number 1. There will be only one stage caution, but it will fly around the end of lap number 25. And we'll have to see if these drivers can hold on until then. Pace truck on pit road for the first time this season. The green flag is out and they are racing here at Daytona. Aiden O'Neill on point. Good start by him. 77 of Joshua King working on outside lane. Outside lane is definitely a much better formation than the inside lane at the moment. And Joshua King is going to power around Aiden O'Neill for the lead. You see that number 1 truck, Matt Dickerson, pushing the 77. But a good run by Aiden O'Neill. He's going to take it right back as they head back around to complete lap number 1 here at Daytona. Lap number 1 in the books. Aiden O'Neill out front. Inside lane definitely got a lot more momentum. In turns 3 and 4, outside lane kind of falling apart now. Single file top 3. 25. Sam Green looking to possibly go the outside of the 87. Changed his mind, and the 9 of Eli Stack moved up to the outside. He's going to power forward and take the lead. Not able to clear just yet, though. That is the 324 of Brandon Reimer pushing that 9 truck on the outside lane. Once again, Aiden O'Neill will come around and will lead that lap. Outside lane seems to be getting very good runs down the back stretch for falling apart in turns 3 and 4. And all these drivers, a lot of these drivers at least, trying to get down and get in the bottom lane. Just ride this thing out for a while. A little bit of movement on the outside there. Here comes the outside lane. Still not enough momentum. And they're not going to be able to pull alongside the leaders. They will pull alongside for second through the second part of that trial. Led by Eli Stack in that number 9. And here they come. Good run through turns 1 and 2. Will they be able to get alongside Aiden O'Neill? And good run down the backstretch as well. Eli Stack looking for the lead. Good push by Brandon Reimer, and he's going to take the lead from Aiden O'Neill. He's heading to turn 3. He's got enough to clear him, but he's not moving down yet. Aiden O'Neill trying to fight back in that inside lane. He's going to pull alongside. Eli Stack had a chance to move down and block the run Aiden O'Neill was getting, but chose to stay up on the outside lane with Brandon Reimer. And Aiden O'Neill will once again take the lead and lead that lap. Very strong runs on the inside lane. And Aiden O'Neill still on point. Outside lane. Still trying to regather after that last loss of momentum, and they are fighting back again. Only 3 drivers though. Everybody else trying to get down to the bottom. But now a bunch more runs about to pop out. See at least 7 of them on the outside lane. And here comes Eli Stack again, pulling alongside the 25. He's got to run down the back and be able to clear again. Brandon Reimer shoving that 9 truck down the back stretch. And Eli Stack will go back up to the top of the leaderboard momentarily, but Aiden O'Neill will fight back on the inside lane in turn number 3. Pretty even. They head through the first part of the corner. Eli Stack not able to hold on. They come around to complete lap number 6. Lap 7 will go on the board, and Aiden O'Neill be out top of the leaderboard once again. Fun side-by-side racing here at Daytona. These trucks pretty evenly matched. You heard us talking to Aiden O'Neill at the beginning. He commented on how all these trucks only about a tenth of a second apart during qualifying. A very, very even field. And you saw Eli Stack had a good run. And they have a crash in the back 88 truck around in the wall. He took the 35 with him. Another truck sitting in the infield, and that will bring out caution flag number 1. right as Eli Stack and Braden Reimer were able to clear Aiden O'Neill for the lead and move down to the bottom. We'll try to pull a replay of that one. Keep an eye on that 88 truck. Third in row on the bottom. Braden Reimer shoving Eli Stack to the lead. Down the backstretch, they move down and block. And it looks like that green and yellow truck tried to side draft a little bit too aggressively. Ended up turning the 88 around and into the wall. So that will take out at least 2 drivers with damage. We'll bring out caution flag number 1 here at Daytona. Zach Steele gets turned around and into the outside wall at around lap number 8. Eli Stack with a good run down that backstretch. He will power to the lead. He will have Brandon Reimer beside him. Green flag. Very fun start to the Humid AF 225 here at Daytona International Speedway. A lot of side-by-side action. These drivers, for the most part, are giving each other a lot of space. And Eli Stack will be on. See if we can find one of these drivers to talk to. We'll try to pull. Quite able to get interview group, unfortunately. Working caution flag number 1 here at Daytona. Lights on the pace truck are out. Looks like Eli is going to go to the bottom lane for this restart. And Braden Rhymes will move to the outside. If you're just hopping in here, be sure to follow HDRL's main page on Facebook. That subscribe button so you can catch all of the latest action from HDRL and other iRacing leagues. Be sure to join us next week, Friday at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be live from Watkins Glen for race number 2 in the HDRL. Alrighty, getting ready to go back to green. They're working through turns 3 and 4 right now. Pace truck should be jumping down to pit road any second. Eli Stack and that number 9 is on the bottom. Braden Rhymes and that 324 is on the outside. Green flag is back out here at Daytona. You see the 77 of King on the bottom. Eli Stack kind of jumped the start on these guys a little bit, and he will move up in front of Braden Reimer. That will allow Joshua King, to move to the inside, and we'll take the lead. So Joshua King to the lead for the first time today, and you see the 99 right behind him. I do believe that is Sam Green. Shane Williams. Shane Williams, the 99, will push Joshua King to the lead, clear of Eli Stack, and Stack will lose 3 positions here. And you see Aiden O'Neill moving to the bottom lane back there. So a lot of single file action already. These drivers wanting it to go green so they can get that stage break. Good run by the 56. Charlie Bowling, but he will choose to stay in line for the moment. So pretty calm now. The majority of these drivers running around on the inside lane. Let's see if we can one of these drivers. We'll ride along with Taylor Hayes. Back there on the inside lane, this is the 16th truck. Tyler Hayes. The Aiden O'Neill moving up in front of Eli Stack, trying to get a run on the outside lane. Work their way up in the speed. You can hear Tyler Hayes lifting quite a bit. Very intense racing here at Talladega if you're in the draft. If you're in a pack, especially if it's 2 or 3 wide all the way back. Right along. That 87 truck, as he is currently the leading car on the outside lane. You see the 77 still up front. A good run by Aiden O'Neill. He's going to be able to work the outside of Bowling now. He will slowly lose ground to the leader. Working lap 15 of 90. See the 86 there, that is Patrick Wilkinson. That sharp looking 82 truck. Good run down the backstretch for O'Neill. He's gonna gain about 2 cars worth of room. And will move to the outside of green temporarily. As we have a truck moving out, looks like it went 3 wide. 3 wide. O'Neill stuck on the outside. 99 went to the outside of the 77, pushed the 87 up the track. Aiden O'Neill hung out to dry. He will be able to get back down to the outside lane. 77 still in the lead. 56 is now. 56 is 99 of 99 of Williams working to the outside. He's being pushed by the 25. Good battle for the lead now. It's Joshua King on the bottom, Shane Williams on the outside lane, side draft into the tri-oval. Trying to slow each other down. Only a little bit under 10 laps to go until stage caution. He's driving aggressive again. Side drafting again down the backstretch. Still King on top. Shane Williams will get a good run down. Pulls even. Not able to do anything with it. And Joshua King will maintain the race lead. Charlie Bowling pushing him. Shane Williams will not be able to make up any ground through the tri-oval. We'll see what he can do down the backstretch. Again, that's Shane Williams leading the outside lane right now. That's Joshua King in that 77 currently in the lead on the bottom lane. As the inside lane continuing to show a lot of strength here today. Outside lane is able to make passes and pass the inside lane when they are in tight formation. And all these drivers are doing everything just right, but the inside lane just a little bit too strong here at Daytona. Still battling as I head down the backstretch again. Big push coming from the 25. And 56 will move out to the outside of Joshua King. He's got a big bump coming from the 99. 99 will get him loose. Tries to go inside. Not able to do it. Big checkup on the outside lane. And the 56 will come out with the lead for now. Shane Williams thought about moving down behind him, but will side draft to the outside lane. Very loose. Joshua King gets into the 25. They will both get loose and into the grass. Multiple cars involved. Joshua King got loose. Got into the 25. 25 tried to save it and then just lost it. And a few more drivers involved. We'll definitely have to ride along the same green on that one. So the second caution flag of the day will fly here on lap 20 of 90. Stage caution was originally supposed to fly on at the end of lap 25, but I do believe that they might make this the stage caution instead. Pretty aggressive racing early in this race here at Daytona. Pull a replay. We're riding inside 25 of Sam Green. 56 on the bottom there. All over the place. Almost saved it. Just not able to. Definitely have to pull up a view of that. See if we can find out. 56. 77 trying to get a square bump on the 56. The 56 was just all over the place. And sack up 3 or 4 drivers involved. Long line of drivers coming into pit road. Let's see if we can pull in somebody for an interview real quick. Howdy, Mr.
You ain't
Kenny.
first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about? That phrase.
Yeah, I got you, man. What's up?
Talk us through that last incident.
I don't know what happened, actually. Was running along nice there, led some laps, and I don't know what happened on the outside of me, but before I knew it, I was getting shot through the grass, just trying to save it from hitting everybody. So, unfortunate. Should have had some really good stage points there, and not a great start.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to recover. Hope to talk to you at the end. We'll let you get back to it.
Appreciate it, man.
Joshua King in the 77 after being involved in that last incident. See if we can determine who will be out front after all that pit cycle cycles through. Currently, Charlie Bowling in the 56 is being scored as the race leader. You are seeing the 32 of Brendan McHugh. He is currently 1 lap down, so we'll get the wave around to get his lap back. They should be going green next time by. That's the 56, as I said, of Charlie Bowling. He will choose the bottom lane for this restart. Aiden O'Neill back on the outside lane, back up front. Once again. Currently working lap 22 of 90. Very long race here at Daytona. Already 2 cautions. We'll have to see if these drivers are able to hold it together for a long run. We have a long way to go, still 70-some laps. Eli Stack, that number 9 truck, on the outside of the second row, hoping to get back up front. They work through turns 3 and 4. Pace truck will dive to pit road. Charlie Bowling will take the green flag once again here at Daytona at 56 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. And the 87 just going to dive down to the bottom behind him. A lot of these drivers trying to get down to the bottom. Just ride this thing out for a few laps. And here comes the 99. He don't want to ride around. He's coming around the outside of Aiden O'Neill. That is Shane Williams, very aggressive early today. He's going to work to the outside of the 56 now. He's got the 9 of Eli Stack pushing him. side by side. Shane Williams went to the outside and now trying to get around Charlie Bowling. He's got quite a bit of help behind him. Matching paint schemes, 98 and 9. Good run by Charlie Bowling on the inside lane. Gonna take the lead again, but not able to clear. Here comes a good run by Shane Williams. He's gonna clear Charlie Bowling down the backstretch, but will stay up on the outside lane. See that third truck in row? That is the 71 of Mark Osier. First time we said his name today. Working his way up to the front here at Daytona. And good run through that tri-oval. Charlie Bowling will take the lead again and will clear about a car length and a half. But once again, Shane Williams battling back on that outside lane. Very good push from Eli Stack. Eli Stack definitely shown himself to be one of the stronger trucks here today. Let's see if they're able to clear. They will take the lead through the tri-oval. Still running on the outside lane. Still very good battle up at the front. Trying to hold off Shane Williams. That 99. That 87 truck right behind him. Inside lane definitely has been quite a bit stronger the past few laps. Shane Williams powering back. We got a car down on the apron. That was the 20 of Brian Norris. It looks like he got loose and saved it. Able to get back on the track in the pack. You see 99 of Shane Williams lost quite a bit of help. Only 3 trucks are together on the outside lane at the moment. They're about to have company from the 6th of Whitmere and not sure who that other truck is at the moment. But a lot of these drivers trying to get down to the bottom. Just ride this thing out. 54 very loose. Off the back bumper off the front bumper of the 20. Able to hold on to it. And these drivers back here further in the pack are all over the track. Draft is definitely not kind to the handling of some of these trucks. Back up front though, Shane Williams able to power back around 56 to Charlie Bowling. For a moment at least. Come around to complete lap number 30. Nice. Still pretty even, inside and outside lane. And Eli Stack shows Shane Williams a little bit loose down into the 44. He's able to back off. Shane Williams able to hold on to it as well as the 44 of Tyler Chisholm. But Shane Williams will lose a little bit of ground to the leader. Now trying to side draft. Trying to get that ground back. Pretty good recovery from Shane Williams. Eli Stack pushing him. They're going to work to the outside of Aiden O'Neill once again. See if we can ride around with one of these drivers for a few laps. That is the 82, Patrick Wilkinson. Trying to see if we can see his speed. His battle for the lead. You see the 98, 99, finally able to clear and move down. He'll move down in front of Charlie Bowen. Very good vantage point here of that battle for the lead. You see a lot of the outside lanes starting to fall back. Shane Williams currently in the lead. Charlie Bolin pushing him. Aiden O'Neill in the 87 is in third. Tyler Chisholm in the 44 is in fourth. And here comes the outside lane, battling back in. Trying to get up some of that lost ground. That's Braden Reimer in that 324. They're beside right now. That is the 9 of Eli Stack on the top. Only about 5 drivers together on the outside lane right now. We'll see if they migrate down to the bottom for a few laps or if more drivers start popping up top. And here comes Charlie Bowling. Looking to the outside of Shane Williams. He's got Aiden O'Neill pushing him. Charlie Bowling with a good run down the backstretch. He and Aiden O'Neill both will be able to get around and clear Shane Williams. They will take over the top 2 positions, and the 324 of Brandon Reimer will move up top with the 54 as well. 54 is Cody Zeriff. And here comes Brandon Reimer, working on the outside of the 44 right now. Shane Williams will stay low. And Charlie Bowling back out front here at Daytona. Currently working lap number 36 of 90. 2 cautions so far. Both incidents involved 2 to 4 drivers, but Thankfully, most of the drivers in this pack have been able to make it through unscathed. That second caution flag back around lap number 20 was traded, was used as the stage caution, so all these drivers see now is a long green flag run. Maybe we'll get to see some green flag pit stops. Shane Williams poking out to the outside lane of Aiden O'Neill, trying to pull that trick Charlie Bolin pulled, but not able to do it, and he's going to fall back. That hole he was in will close up. Now Tyler Chisholm will take over the third position. And we got cars around. 3 or 4 drivers involved back in the pack. Not sure what happened. I just saw somebody spinning. And we'll have to go back and look and see what exactly caused this incident. 3 or 4 drivers involved, and that will bring out caution flag number 3 here at Daytona. We're riding along. Saw the 31 for sure was involved. Definitely not a good vantage point. See if we can find a better camera angle for that. Real quickly. Here we go, much better. So, we did see the 31. Chris Farmer around in the air, all 4 tires. Oh, looks like the 9, a little bit aggressive pushing, spun the 54 down into the bottom lane. That will bring out the caution flag. About 4 or 5 drivers are involved. Unfortunately. That will bring out caution flag number 3 here at Daytona. Drivers coming into pit road. Fortunately, not able to pull the 54 for an interview. Patrick Wilkinson was being scored as the leader. Looks like Kyron has an update. That will be Charlie Bolin. Once again out front. See if we can pull somebody for an interview. Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, no, I'm starting in the police.
Howdy.
Good, actually. Howdy.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Pretty good. Talk us through your race so far.
just staying out of trouble. Big shout out to everybody. Whitmire is the last name, please. I mean, I'm just correcting you. It's Whitmire. So I mean, we got a good #6 Toyota. So hopefully everybody's enjoyed it.
Well, how do you feel about your chances to
Uh,
get to the end of the season?
I feel pretty good. It's patience. You got to play the chess game and everything. So it's basically being patient and knowing to start rolling up to the front.
Well, good luck today. I see everybody's getting in line. I'll let you get back to it, but hope to talk to you at the end.
Thanks, sir. Hope everybody's enjoying it.
That was Joshua Whitmire. Currently one lap down. That number 6. Thanks to everybody involved for allowing us to come on board and able to how we scored on the lead lap. A little bit of trouble with the timing. But everything should be updated and back at it in a second. So Charlie Bowling will be your leader. 28 drivers in this field. All but 2 of them on the lead lap. So a very even field of these drivers doing an excellent job. There have been 3 cautions so far, but everybody able to keep damage to a minimum. They come back around. Go back to green. Pace truck is on pit road. Charlie Bowling in the lead. He's going to lead them back to the green flag, and that is Tyler Tyson on the outside lane. Very good jump by Charlie Bowling. Way out ahead of the leaders. They're going to have a huge run when they catch him. Not sure what happened there. Tyler Tyson in the 44 currently in second. He's got a run coming from the 20. 20 Brian Norris. Norris almost thought about going to the bottom. Thought better of it, and here they come. Big run on the 56. They're going to go to the outside lane. Everybody going around Charlie Bowling in the 44. Tyler Tyson to the lead, being pushed by the 20. Brian Norris. And it's 3 wide. That's the 82. In the middle, in between Brandon Reimer. And now Cody Zariff. Shane Williams on the outside lane. Charlie Bowling managed to get down in line. All over the back bumper of the 20 of Brian Norris. Norris extremely loose, able to hold on to it after a pretty aggressive bump from the 56. Truck's still hanging on. Big run by Brian Norris. He's going to go out to the outside of the 44, Tyler Tyson. Then gets loose. Shane Williams now to his back bumper. And Brian Norris looking for the lead. Shane Williams pushing him, and then that is Brandon Reimer in the 324 right behind them. Side by side as they head to the tri-oval. Tyler Tyson up front for the first time today. Charlie Bowling in line behind him. Brian Norris extraordinarily loose in that 20. Little bit of shaking up on that outside lane. Shane Williams had a run. Norris tried to block. Nearly put Shane Williams in the wall. And that will just kill the momentum of the outside lane again. And Cody Zariff in the 54 going to push Charlie Bowling around the outside of the 44, Tyler Tyson. So Charlie Bowling looking for the lead once again as we will approach halfway through this event. Charlie Bowling on the outside will take the lead. These trucks all over the place. Brian Norris extraordinarily loose in that 20 truck. Charlie Bowling back up front. Cody Zaref will stay on the outside. Bowling goes down to block. Very good racing here at Daytona in the HDRL season opener. You're just tuning in. We're approach halfway through this event. Special thanks to HDRL for letting me come on board and broadcast this season. You see Cody Zarf in the 54, a little bit stuck in the middle. Brian Norris went to his outside. And Cody going to drop a few spots. He will find a home in the inside lane. As I was saying, special thanks to league owner Todd Rush for letting me come on board and broadcast this season. This is the Humid AF 225 here at Daytona International Speedway. Next week, it'll be another exciting Truck Series race, Watkins Glen International. The first road course race of the year. And Brian Norris, another good run, able to work to the outside of Charlie Bowling. We've had 3 cautions so far. The last one had the most drivers involved. See, Brian Norris went down to the bottom in front of Charlie Bowling. And Shane Williams will take the lead on the outside lane with Shane Williams on the outside lane, where he's been the entire race so far. Brian Norris, it's a very good push from Charlie Bowling. Charlie Bowling with a very strong truck so far today. Brian Norris able to stay out in front so far. And he gets turned. Brian Norris gets turned. He's off in the air and takes out multiple trucks. The big one has happened here at Talladega. So many strong trucks have been up front all day long. On lap 49, Brian Norris has struggled to hold on to that truck all day long. Charlie Bowling had a great push going, but Brian Norris just loses it. Takes out a ton of drivers. See if we can get a replay of that. See if we can get a replay real quick. Huge incident here at Talladega. Multiple trucks involved. See that 56? Good push on the 20. Accidentally turns him, and Brian Norris just up into the pack. You see the 44 upside down on its side. definitely not what we wanted to see halfway through this event. So looking back on the rules for the event, all these drivers are allowed one quick repair. So not sure who all has used a quick repair so far today, but it will definitely be interesting to see how that plays a factor later in this race. See if we can pull our defending series champion up to the... Howdy, Mr. Dickerson. How you doing today?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty fun race to watch. Talk us through the last couple laps.
Yeah, man. Just doing the best to avoid accidents. Me and my team are, riding. We've been riding in the back the whole race, so just trying to avoid these accidents. Then we'll, start going to the front.
What does the fuel situation look like with 40 laps to go?
Should be everybody that pitted right there. It looks like we're about 4 or 5 laps short, so gonna try to save some in the draft and see what happens. See if we can save enough.
Well, good luck today. Hope we'll be able to talk to you at the end of this race.
All right, thank you, buddy.
In that number 1 truck. Pretty far back in the pack, but you heard him. And stay clean. 4th caution flag of the day. Last caution took out many very strong trucks. And we'll have to see who has quick repairs left at the end of this race. As we are working lap 52 of 90, only 38 laps to go here at Daytona. That is a very long time. Let's see if we can ride in somebody's cockpit for this restart. Shane Williams in that 99, you see him up front. He's been up front all day. Extraordinarily strong truck. To his outside, Charlie Bowling, also been up front all day. Unfortunately, a part of that last incident. We'll ride along with Shane Williams as you see them working around turn number 4. Looking for the green flag. Currently out front is Justin Kruger. To his outside, Cameron Watson in that 17 Little Caesars pizza truck. Shane Williams in the 99. Second on the inside, green flag back in the air here at Daytona. Outside lane did not get a good start at all. 17 falls very far back. Only one other driver out there helping him. That is the 9 of Eli Stack. And Shane Williams, Charlie Bowling up to the back bumper of Shane Williams again. And that's gonna, looks like Kruger will move to the outside. Not sure he was falling back intentionally or not. Shane Williams will take the lead. Charlie Bowling in second. Brandon Reimer third in the 77. Joshua King is back in the top 5. Side by side back here. Cameron Watson able to get to the bottom at 17. As well as Eli Stack at 9. You heard Dickerson when we interviewed him a few laps ago. All these drivers that came into the pits are still 4 to 5 laps short, so very unlikely we go green the rest of the way. But if we do, it is very important that these drivers save at least a little bit of fuel. And here comes Eli Stack battling back on the outside lane. He's got Justin Kruger behind him. As looks like Charlie Bowling looking outside for the lead on Shane Williams. Not enough of a run, and he's going to fall back to the front bumper of Eli Stack. 29 gets really loose. Able to hold on so far. Stacks up the whole outside line. Somehow, nobody causes an incident. And an amazing save by Justin Kruger, and we will stay green and stay racing. Very good awareness by the 78 of Cliff Adams not to run over him. And everybody else for realizing there was a checkup going on as back up front. Charlie Bowling outside, Shane Williams inside. A little bit of a reversal from a few laps ago. See the 56 being pushed by the 9. Again, that is Eli Stack and then Brandon Reimer. On the inside lane, these 4 drivers, we've said their names a lot all day long. Charlie Bowling to the lead will move down in front of Shane Williams. Down the front stretch again. Here's Eli Stack. Side drafting on the outside of Shane Williams. He's got a push from the 17 of Cameron Watson. Down the back stretch, but Shane Williams able to push the 56 of Charlie Bowling a little bit better. Let's head back into turn number 3. Double file most of the way through the field. These drivers just not wanting to ride this race out. Any serious 3-wide action as of yet. Side by side, Charlie Bowling inside, Eli Stack outside. Stack will power ahead down the backstretch. Not able to clear, still about a fender in front. And Bowling works back again on the inside lane. 29 of Justin Kruger keeps going really high on the entrance to turn 3. A little bit of handling issues for that 29. So head through the tri-oval again. We have completed, or shall I say, we are working lap number 60 of 90. Only 30 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. And can these drivers hold on? Big push from Cameron Watson to Eli Stack. He's going to power ahead of Charlie Bowling. And the top three will move to the bottom. 78 of Cliff Adams will stay up top. So Charlie Bowling lost Cameron Watson, his pusher, and they very pushed the 29 and Kruger. Not sure what happened there. Thankfully, Kruger able to hold on. As the 78 now working to the outside of the 9, of Eli Stack. He's got the 32 of Brendan McHugh pushing him. First time we said these guys' names all night. 78 of Cliff Adams to the lead on the outside. Eli Stack powering back with Cameron Watson. Very good pusher on the bottom. On the outside lane, you see the 78, 32, and 1. Seems they can pull something together here. See the 29 of Kruger again going wide. Charlie Bowling, one of the more aggressive pushes here. Cliff Adams battling back on the outside lane. Cliff Adams to the lead. He cleared for a second, but not going to move down. Going to stay up with Brendan McHugh. Stay back around to the tri-oval. Top two will clear Brendan. Will clear Eli Stack. Cliff Adams still in the lead. Here comes Brendan McHugh. Thought about moving to the bottom. He will. And the 32 looking for the lead on the bottom. Here comes Brendan McHugh. He will take the lead and will clear, move to the outside. Eli Stack way up high trying to side draft. Brendan McHugh for the first time today on top of the leaderboard. Eli Stack fighting back now on the bottom. Cameron Watson pushing him. On the outside you have Brendan McHugh and Cliff Adams. Very good battle for the lead as they're coming up on some lap trucks. Those two drivers in front of them involved in that last incident. And we have trucks around. Something happened in the middle of the pack, and the one truck, it spun, almost flips. We have another caution. Not sure at all what happened, but the entire third row went around at the same time. We'll have to look back and see if we can get a good replay on that. We were watching the battle for the lead. Brendan McHugh and Eli Stack. Right there, still can't exactly tell what happened. I'll have to rewind. And, well, it looks like it could be Kruger again getting loose. Goes way high. Gets into the 129, and that will spin him into the one of Dickerson. Dickerson gets a little bit of airtime. Brandon, Kruger, all upside down. And all these drivers just scrambling. So a few drivers involved. This 5th caution flag of the day here at Daytona. Justin Kruger, very extraordinarily loose truck all day long, finally gets away from him. And caution flag is out again. See if we can talk to Howdy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Very good run right now. Up battling for the lead. How do you feel about your chances?
Feeling pretty good as long as we can stay out of trouble here. We were trying to avoid getting caught up in something early, now just trying to make some moves here towards the end of the race.
How's the handling of that truck? We see a couple drivers very loose all night long.
Yeah, I mean, it gets a little squirrely in the back end sometimes, but it's I don't know, it's a little scary riding beside some of these people. I see them swerving back and forth, so just don't want to get caught up in anything.
Well, hope to talk to you at the end. Good luck. Thanks for
Yes,
putting
sir,
on a good
appreciate
show
that.
for us.
All right.
That was Brandon McHugh. Very good run today. He is currently on top of the leaderboard. And we have 25 laps to go, and we'll see who will bring home the checkered flag. These trucks still working under caution. We'll see if we can ride along with Justin Kruger for one more replay. That incident. I can find the replay. These trucks about to go back to green. We'll make this quick. There we go, Justin Kruger. Extremely loose all night long. I don't believe this is that was the wrong replay. A little bit of trouble finding the replay from the last incident, but we are getting ready to go back to green. 24 laps to go here at Daytona. Brendan McHugh in the lead. He will choose the outside lane, inside lane. 82 of Patrick Wilkinson. One of the first times he's been up front all day. In row number 2, Charlie Bowling and Eli Stack. And right behind them, we see the 87 of Aiden O'Neill, your pole sitter, earlier in this event. We're about to go back to green. Pace truck on pit road. And the green flag will fly here at Daytona. Bowling going to move to the outside in front of Brendan McHugh, and Bowling will take the lead once again. And he will move down to the bottom. Very aggressive block on the 82. Brendan McHugh still on the outside lane. Charlie Bowling back to the lead once again. And the 82 will maybe move up to the outside, maybe, and he will. 82 thought about it for a minute, finally decided to go to the outside. That will put him back in the lead, at least temporarily. And he's got Brendan McHugh behind him. Also, Eli Stack in that line, third back pushing. They've worked down the backstretch trying to get a run on Charlie Bowling, who has Aiden O'Neill in that 87 pushing. Here comes the 82. Not very good run through the trioval. See what they can pull together on the exit of turn 2. Not a whole lot of trucks on the outside lane. See the 82 in the 32, and then you see Eli Stack, Brandon Reiner, Joshua King, all on the outside lane. Outside lane a little bit better organized, being led by Charlie Bowling. O'Neill. Third on the inside, you see the 71 of Marcus here back up front once again. Let's see if we can ride along. Patrick Wilkinson on our scooter. Come around, it's only 20. Here at Daytona, 82 working on the outside, trying to get around Charlie Bowling. They head down the tribal. Very good run. He's going to make it to the door panel. Not able to go much further. And Wilkinson side by side with Bowling through turns 1 and 2. And he cleared. He cleared for a second, but Charlie Bowling, huge push from Aiden O'Neill. Wilkinson backs off a little bit. Lots of lost momentum on the outside lane. Do believe, and we have a car spinning on the back. Joshua King around. Cody Zerif heavy hard into the outside wall. Will bring out the caution flag again with 19 laps to go. Fortunate as we get our 6th caution flag of the day. Looks like the 77 wanted to go on the inside, thought he was clear enough. Quite, not quite. Caution flag is out. And let's see if we can pull in Joshua King for an interview real quick.
Gene, if you ain't
Howdy.
first, you're last.
Can you hear me?
You know what I'm talking about? That phrase is trademark, not
You got me?
I got you. You got me.
Yep.
Well, unfortunate to see that last incident. Talk us through what happened.
That was on me for sure. First one got called on me, and this one didn't. So kind of weird, but yeah, I wanted to get around the 354. Somehow I saw a very small opening to go inside, and whatever the yellow car was on my inside, I wasn't clear, and I didn't make a quick enough decision. So we're gonna get that damage fixed, get back out there, and see what we can do. But it's been pretty rough.
Well, it's been very fun to watch this race, and unfortunate for you. Hope to see you come back next week and have a very good race.
Oh, we're still in it, man. I just took my fast repair. We're gonna be up there by the end of this thing, I promise.
Well, I hope to see you. I hope to talk to you at the end then.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Good luck. That was Joshua King in that 77. So we only have 17 laps to go. This race coming to a close. This race comes down to its closing stages. Thank you once again for tuning in to Fearless Broadcasting to watch the HDRL season opener here at Daytona International Speedway. Be sure to join us next week. We'll be at Watkins Glen International Speedway. Very fast road course for the second race of the season. We will be live right around the same time. Qualifying is at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be going live around that time. So be sure to join us then. It's a very exciting first 5 races of the season. Of course, we have this Humid AF Speedway. And we have that exciting road course next week at Watkins Glen. Then third race of the season, August 15th, we will be at Kansas. And then on August 22nd, we will be going to Homestead Miami Speedway. On August 29th, we will be going to Atlanta. And then that all-star race the week after, on September 5th, we'll be going to the Bristol Dirt Track. So very fun first 5 or 6 races of the season. Be sure to tune in each and every week. Charlie Bowling was being scored as the leader. He chooses the outside lane. Behind him, you have Zach Steele in that 88 truck. Followed in a few incidents early, but able to work himself back up there. On the bottom, you have Aiden O'Neill also involved in an incident. Not sure who has used their fast repair and who hasn't, so could be crucial as we head to the last 15 laps here at Daytona. Green flag back in the air. Charlie Bowling, Zach Steele on the outside lane. Good restart on both lanes. Charlie Bowling will take the lead. He will move down in front of Aiden O'Neill. 88 of Zach Steele will fight back on the outside lane. Only 15 laps to go here at Daytona. Charlie Bowling up front. He has led a lot of laps today. And we'll see if he can bring it home. Zach Steele, good run on the outside lane. He's got the 78 of Cliff Adams behind him. Not able to do anything through the tri-oval this time. Very clean race for a lot of these drivers so far. Very full pack. Very nice to see this many drivers this late in the race. To the 78, a little bit high. Big bump to Zach Steele, gets him a little bit loose. They come around to 13 laps to go. Zach Steele extremely loose, able to hold on. That was a big push from the 78. Nearly turned around the 88 truck. As he works to the outside of Cameron Watson. Big run down the backstretch. He will pass Cameron Watson. He will pull alongside the 87 of Aiden O'Neill before that run kind of peters out. As he moves through turns 3 and 4, he got to the corner panel of Charlie Bowling. We'll see what they can do through the tri-oval. Good run by Zach Steele in that 88. Good pushes from Cliff Adams behind him as they pull alongside Charlie Bowling. Not quite able to get the lead that time. Only 12 laps to go. And another good run by Zach Steele. He'll pull alongside Charlie Bowling. He edges and nose ahead, not able to clear. Charlie Bowling gets the lead back. They head through the tri-oval. Cliff Adams and the 71 gets loose. Door slams the Cameron Watson machine. Almost causes an incident. The 78 of Cliff Adams goes around the 88. Right as that was happening, 88 and the 71 gets spun behind him. 71 of Marco Sear gets spun. Most everybody else able to get through without incident. Very aggressive driving for the lead, and another caution will come out. 7th caution flag up. See, Cliff Adams took it 3 wide. The 32 gets a run on the 71. Decides to go to the inside of Cliff Adams. Just not enough room. 32 and 1 both get in the wall. So a few other drivers involved. And that will bring out caution flag number 7 here at Daytona. See if we can talk to Cliff Adams real quick. Cliff Adams with a very good race so far today. Howdy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, you very strong truck today so far. Talk us through the last couple laps.
I was just trying to push Zach up there, and we just couldn't get the line rolling enough. And I really didn't want to go 3 wide just yet, but we got kind of misaligned and kind of had a run and just took it.
How do you feel about your chances of getting back up in the front in the last 3 or 4 green
I
flag
think it's pretty
laps.
good. If I can stay out of trouble here and nothing happen, I think I'll have a good contention here.
Well, hope to talk to you at the end. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
That was Cliff Adams in the 78. Currently 9 laps to go. When we get the green flag again, it'll be about 6 or 7 or so. Charlie Bowling currently in the lead. Aiden O'Neill in the second position. Cameron Watson, very good run for him today. So far, he is currently in third. And Zach Steele is in the fourth position. Cliff Adams, we talked to him a second ago, is in fifth. Lights on the pace truck are off. We will be going green with 7 laps to go. We'll see if we can go green the rest of the way. So 7 caution flags here at Daytona so far. Aiden O'Neill, your pole sitter, ran strong early, involved in something around the middle of the race, but has fought back. Charlie Bowling has been up front the entire race. We'll have to see if he's able to close the deal. Cameron Watson in the third position. And Zach Steele in that 88 on the outside lane. It'll only be, like I said, 7 laps to go, and we head back to green. To crown a winner. See the third row back there, Cliff Adams on the inside, Eli Stack on the outside. Both of those trucks very strong, especially Eli Stack. Eli Stack has been up front the entire race. Behind them, you have the 324 of Brandon Reimer and the 00 of Kyle Gomez. In your top 8, 9th place is the 21 of Quinn McLean. Not said his name at all today. And the 129 of Stephen Farrell. In the 10th position, pace truck on pit road. Charlie Bowling leading them back to green. Aiden O'Neill, on the outside lane. Green flag is back out in a pretty even start so far. Pretty even start for Charlie Bowling and Aiden O'Neill, but Aiden O'Neill, no help. Zach Steele moved down to the bottom. You see the 78 of Cliff Adams poking out. He's going to catch the 87 pretty rapidly. Good push. Cameron Watson to Charlie Bowling. They head down the backstretch. A lot calmer of a restart than we might have been expecting. With only, as to come around, 6 laps to go. We'll see if these drivers can hold on. Charlie Bolin currently leading Cameron Watson, pushing him in the second position. Zach Steele in the 88 is in the bottom lane. In third, here comes the 87 of Aiden O'Neill. On the outside currently of Eli Stagg, he has Cliff Adams behind him, as well as Stephen Farrell. Down the backstretch to go. Good run for Aiden O'Neill. He will pull alongside Zach Steele. Only these three drivers. Cameron Watson will pop out. Watson pops out, gets a huge hit from Aiden O'Neill, who was being pushed when Watson pulled out. But Cameron Watson will be pushed to the lead by Aiden O'Neill. They come around to 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go here at Daytona. Can these drivers hang on? Cameron Watson in the lead on the inside. Aiden O'Neill looking for it on the outside. He's got a good pusher in Cliff Adams. Cameron Watson, car length ahead as they head down the backstretch. Aiden O'Neill will close it. It's a half car length lead. Still side by side. Now nose to nose. Aiden O'Neill takes the lead for a second. And Cliff Adams gets to his outside, not able to square up. They both have to check up, and here comes Stephen Farrell running 3 wide. Brandon McHugh also in the middle 3 wide, completely destroys the momentum of the outside lane. Cameron Watson away with the lead. And Aiden O'Neill continuing to drop, as now Cliff Adams will take him 3 wide. Stephen Farrell now running on the outside lane. They come around looking for, looks like it's 4 laps to go. See, that's the 31. Chris Farmer, that camouflage truck. And we have a driver very loose. Charlie Bowling is extremely loose. Whole inside line has to check up. Somehow everybody hangs on again. And Stephen Farrell will take the lead for the first time today. Huge checkup on the inside lane, trying to avoid a wreck. Farrell takes the lead, heads down to the bottom to get a push from Cameron Watson. Watson not able to square up with him, and now Brendan McKeel will take the lead. And we have cars spinning in the back. 82 around, and the caution flag will fly, and we will have our first green flag checkered of the day. Multiple close calls past lap and a half. And the caution flag will come out with either Brendan McHugh or Cliff Adams in the lead. And we'll have to wait to see how they are scored. We saw Patrick Wilkinson go around a second ago. But honestly, with all the moving around that was going on, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. And it looks like whole outside lane got checked up. We saw that multiple times. 82 checks up, but the driver behind him ran into the back bumper. Wasn't quite able to tell who that was. But it's caution flag regardless. And it looks like at the moment Brendan McHugh will be scored as your race leader as we go into our first overtime. So caution flag will fly. Late in this race, these drivers showing incredible skill and control. multiple checkups on both lanes in the lap and a half to 2 laps right before that caution. Somebody finally gets spun, and we are under caution flag for the 8th time today here at Daytona. Caution flag is out. As I said, we'll be going green in a lap or two. See who will be able to come home with the trophy. These drivers lined up, ready to go back to green. Pace truck getting ready to head to pit road. They come around, green flag back in the air over Brendan McHugh. Cliff Adams on the outside lane. Good start by Brendan McHugh. He will move up to get a push from Cliff Adams. Big bump. Able to hold on as they come around turns 1 and 2. That is the 31. You see Chris Farmer working the inside lane with Cameron Watson pushing him. First time he's been up front all day. Here's Brandon McHugh on the outside. Chris Farmer on the inside. Coming through turn 3 and 4 looking for the white flag. All these drivers need to do is get through the tribal. Cliff Adams not able to line up a push on Brendan McHugh. Almost spins him. And the 31 gets taken 3 wide. Brendan McHugh in the lead. He will move down in front of Cameron Watson. Cliff Adams working on the outside. Adams spins McHugh. Cliff Adams takes the lead. And the 36 gets spun. Multiple drivers involved. And Cliff Adams is the only one still racing with Zach Steele behind him. It's a drag race down the backstretch looking for the checker flag. Zach Steele on the outside. Cliff Adams on the inside. Looking to see who can get to the checker flag first. Side drafting. And Adams will get it. Cliff Adams will take the checkered flag after an amazing last lap here at Daytona. Most of the field wrecks back on the backstretch. Cliff Adams will take the win. Zach Steele in second. And Joshua King will recover all the way back to third. And unfortunately, broadcast time has to be cut a little bit short. We will record driver interviews and post them next week. But congratulations to Cliff Adams. He will take the victory. Zach Steele comes home second. And Joshua King third in an amazing last lap. Here at Daytona, be sure to tune in next week. We will be at Watkins Glen International. Thank you for tuning in to Fearless Broadcasting. And